Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I am here with your WrestleMania 30 predictions. It's pretty obvious this card is pretty much set. There ain't gonna be anything new added to it, which is pretty fucking sad, except for I'll explain a little bit, but, this card right here, it looks like fucking shit, so let's just predict some of these matches here. You got the Divas Invitational. We don't know the rules to this match, but like I said, based on the name and the concept, it's probably going to be like the Cruiserweight Open at WrestleMania 20. You got two guys starting, and every so often another person enters. It's probably going to be a lot like that. And it's going to be like 10-second eliminations. If it's anything like that match and there's more people, and plus it's Divas, so they're going to spend even less time on it. I think AJ's going to win this match. I don't really see any other Divas. They really haven't been built to win here. You could give it to Naomi, but Naomi winning at WrestleMania would just pretty much fall flat on its face. She's not really that popular. She is on Total Divas, but I just don't see any other diva winning it. They could be ironic and give it to Tamina, but I think that they're just going to keep it on AJ. Not like it's great having the belt on AJ. I also think it's pathetic that they've had this title since 2008, and it's never even been defended before at Mania. It shows how much they love their Divas division. They give it a show on TV, but they won't even defend the belt. They were too busy having tag matches in Mania. With Maria Menounos or whatever the fuck her name is, to care about the Divas title. It's 2014 and it's never been defended. That means the belt's been there for 6 years and it hasn't done jack shit at Mania. That is pretty fucking depressing, if you ask me. Then it's going to be the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I was looking on their website as I was writing these matches down, trying to remember this card, because I can't even fucking remember, because I barely even care, about half these matches. The only thing I care about is Daniel Bryan winning the title. That's it. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. If it happens, that is. But I think this Battle Royal, it has 4 spots open still, and they might do some surprises, but they probably won't, because, they're used to disappointing people. Alexander Rusev, I know this sounds weird, but they've been building him up, doing all them shitty fucking promos with him up on the podium. The only sense it would make, the only logical sense, is to have him come in and win it. They're making like this guy is fantastic, he's great or anything. Obviously, it ain't going to be The Miz, Mark Henry, Big Show, or any of these other goofballs, because they've already said that they might win, which means they won't. Because that's the logic in WWE. If you mention a name, they're not going to win. So, pretty obvious. I think this choice is a little bit obvious, to tell you the truth. They've been building him up. They've been trying to make us think that he's a monster. So what would be a better way to have him come in than win the Battle Royal in the name of Andre the Giant? And I think that would be a little bit disrespectful to have a no-namer win it. But then again, who the fuck really cares? It's, this is like Andre the Giant Battle Royal would, it would have meant something if they did it when he first passed away, but now it really doesn't mean anything. Nobody even really cares that it's for Andre, and that's a little bit sad, but, that's the truth about it. Then you got the Outlaws and Kane versus The Shield. This, I still can't get over what a fucking terrible booking decision this is. The super team, The Shield, what a great faction. And they're putting them against just a random assortment of guys here. Kane, the Outlaws. 3 guys that have, nothing to do with one another. Well, 2 of them do, but Kane has nothing to do with the Outlaws. It's just, they're trying to add excitement Attitude Era guys, fuck that. Kane and the Outlaws, they're all fucking washed up. Let's be honest here. I was excited about the Outlaws coming back, but they really haven't done anything that great since being back. It was kind of mostly me I was going easy on them because I really liked them, but let's be honest, they're not doing anything great now. It's pretty obvious they should have stayed retired and let us have our good memories of them. The nostalgia trip was okay. I was happy when they won it on the pre-show, which I think is ridiculous to the Royal Rumble. But, it was a good nostalgic trip. I was happy. But now this is just pointless. They're not even tag champs anymore. They lost to a shit team, which just destroys their credibility. And now they're just in a fucking lame-ass Mania match. This could be decent if it's fast-paced. They could try to hide the, incapabilities of Kane and the Outlaws, but they won't. It will just suck. And I think that the Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and Kane are going to win this match. Because I think they're going to have them break up. They should have broken up after they lost to the Wyatts. It would have made logical sense after Ambrose didn't come back during the match, but they're going to probably break up here. This is what Kane wants. He probably wants them to break up. It's going to be some master plan or some bullshit like that. This is it's going to suck, basically. The Usos will defeat Ryback, Los Matadores, and the Real Americans. This is just beyond retarded. Let's run through these teams. Usos don't deserve the belts. Ryback, do I have to even fucking say anything? Los Matadores haven't even fucking been on TV for like half the year, and they're in the Mania match. They should just put them in the Battle Royal. The Real Americans, they were supposed to break up and have a semi-epic match at Mania to break up the team for good, but instead they're just in another fucking tag match. Quite obvious the Usos will win because, quite frankly, it wouldn't make sense for any of the other teams to win it. Then they got Cena and Bray Wyatt. As I said, the build-up for this match has been quite unbearable. It was okay on Raw when the lights went out and they put the sheep mask, the lamb mask on Cena. It was, kind of eerie, kind of spooky. It was something new. But that's it. The promos from Bray Wyatt, I'm not saying he's not good at promos, but it's the same thing repeated week after week and just reiterating. This is my complaint with all these Heyman promos for Taker and Brock. Just promos as of late, you could put them on autopilot, basically. It's just the same fucking shit being repeated over and over. Back in the day when they cut promos, things used to progress just by words alone, but now it just seems like people are just speaking for the hell of it. It's pretty much just verbal diarrhea, basically. Verbal motherfucking diarrhea. And that is it. And Bray Wyatt will lose this match because they've made Bray Wyatt look too strong against Cena. I know that Cena beat Harper and he beat Rowan, but that doesn't mean fucking shit. They're not gonna have Bray Wyatt beat Cena, and they might even do something lame like a disqualification, but I'm pretty sure it will be a close match, guys. It won't matter who will win. They're gonna say it was a great match. Both guys look like winners. I ain't buying that shit. I said that Cesaro looked like $1 million when he lost to Cena, but he still lost to Cena. And, this will kill all of Bray Wyatt's momentum if he loses to Cena at Mania. John Cena's already proclaimed he's not going to let anybody get to the top unless they beat him. Well, he doesn't let anybody fucking beat him. I don't know if this is the company's fault or this is his fault. I don't even fucking care anymore. This is what they project onto the character, so I ain't gonna like the character, okay? I don't know if it's Cena's fault. the Cena fanboys, don't come attack me if this is Vince McMahon making Cena do all this. I don't know, okay? But whatever it is, it fucking sucks. Cena beating everybody is just fucking retarded. And, you know, this has been repeated time and time again, even by people not me in the YWC. You have hundreds of other shooters here in the YWC who have said the same thing. Does the Cena argument need to really be retreaded again? I'm even fucking sick and tired of ranting on Cena's ass already. He ain't the worst ever, but he ain't great. He ain't as great as they say he is. He doesn't suck as hard in the ring as people say. He's decent. I will say it right now. Cena ain't the worst wrestler. I have seen far worse. You know, but he's not great. He's not a legend. He doesn't have this great legacy like everybody says he does. Then it's Taker against Brock, and people are saying, they're trying to make the argument, but this is not obvious. Taker might not win. What are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you haven't fucking watched wrestling in the past how many years now? You know that Brock Lesnar is going to lose here. They're not going to have Taker job out to a part-timer. Are you fucking serious? He's a part-timer himself. Obviously, they're going to bring Taker back to have him win. These retards out here in the YWC trying to give false hope here. You know, and quite frankly, you know, I wouldn't want Brock to break the streak. It would have made more sense for Punk, a full-timer, to beat him last year, but it didn't happen. And it was quite obvious that it wouldn't happen. But, you know, Punk was probably the only one that really deserved to break the streak. You know, because he actually had a future in the company, but, you know, not anymore, motherfuckers, he's got... But, yeah, you know, why these people lie? They're trying to make Mania more exciting for themselves by lying about these predictions. Get a fucking life. Just be honest with yourselves. It might be a decent match. It might be a good match. I think it's probably going to be pretty good, to be quite honest. I think it will be a good match. But Taker will win, and we shouldn't be surprised by this. Then it's Bryan versus Triple H. Daniel Bryan will win this match. I'm not going to kid myself and say, you know, just for the hell to rant against Triple H and be like, I'm going to be really angry if Triple H wins. He won't win. They're not going to fucking spit in our faces that hard like that. You know, I could make the counter argument here and be like, they've done fucked up things in the past. But I don't think they're that fucking stupid. If they do that, then they will have a lot of people who'll just fucking turn off their TV right there. Even if they paid $70, they'll be fucking pissed off, and I will be pissed off. I'll be like, I'm a paying customer. I paid $10 to watch it. I paid money or something. You know, I mean, you know, whatever. A $10 pay-per-view. What, you know. Anyway, Daniel Bryan will win. The match will probably be decent. I think Daniel Bryan can help him. Triple H may be slow as molasses, but I think that Daniel Bryan can help him to have a decent match here. Then it will be the triple threat. Whoever wins, Bryan and Triple H, and it will obviously be Bryan. And he will defeat Orton and Batista, motherfuckers. He will. I don't think that they're going to be fucking dumb as shit having Batista, you know, defeating Bryan or Orton retaining. You have a better chance of Batista winning than Orton retaining. And Daniel Bryan will definitely win this, I think. Of course, we will have to put up with thousands of rematches between Bryan and Orton, and Bryan versus Batista. After this, there'll probably be, you know, maybe even a rematch of this triple threat match at, like, Extreme Rules. Of course, you know, if they give us Bryan as champ, we still have to suffer because these other guys are still there at the top, unfortunately. It's going to suck. Is the thing. Even if Bryan wins, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy here, but this is the truth. When Bryan wins it, and he will, these other guys are not just going to go away. Batista is there to stay. He's back to being a full-timer. He might suck and everything, and we might like to pretend that once Bryan wins the belt, it's going to be sunshine and rainbows, motherfuckers. But it ain't. It's going to be Bryan trying to carry Batista to, just passable matches, basically. That's the truth there. But I think the main event will probably be decent. At the very least, it is a Bryan match. So I think that maybe that Bryan and Orton have had good matches in the past. They can maybe convince Batista, hey, come over here, let's have a decent match, something like that. I find it hard to believe that it would be bad. I think Bryan is probably saving, some of his best shit for Mania. So overall, the card is going to fucking suck. The matches later on in the card involving Bryan and the Taker match will probably be good. But everything else is fucking shitty. All them tag matches, battle royals, and Diva Invitationals are going to suck fucking dick. Basically, you're going to have a mixed bag on this card. Basically, that half the card's going to suck. So unless the last couple of matches are fucking awesome, I am sensing a very negative review in this pay-per-view's future, because it just looks like fucking shit on paper, and unless something epic happens, or something just tremendous occurs in something in these matches, it's really fucking good and just totally awesome. But I don't see it happening. I really don't see any of these matches being just awesome, totally fucking epic. I don't see it. Even the Bryan matches, I'm not expecting them to be totally fucking mind-blowing, out the ass. No, I'm expecting good, decent matches, possibly very good, but I'm not expecting anything too excellent, really, to tell you the truth. And half the card is just, it's fucking shit. It just is so thrown together. To tell you the truth, even Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble look better on paper. Well, there you go, motherfuckers. There's your WrestleMania 30 predictions video. I predict a lot of disappointment.